Welcome to Spirits and Supernatural. I'm Dawn.
I'm Jenny.
I don't know what episode number we're on, but we're glad you're here.
We are on episode number 22.
Wow, really?
Yes, really. Why would I lie?
No, I was just surprised that we've done so many episodes.
I know. And we're doing Missouri Moseley today. Mm-hmm. How many episodes did we have Missouri for?
2.
She
was in 2 whole episodes.
She had pretty big impact in those 2 episodes, though.
Definitely. She did. Like, she knew things and she cared about those boys, even though the first episode is when she, like, maybe first met them or at least met them as adults.
Oh, no. I met them as adults for sure, because she said, you boys got big, but then she said, your daddy sure loved you boys. Mm-hmm. So
she probably knew them when they were small.
She was probably one of the persons that John dumped them off at when he went off when they were real little.
That would make sense.
Yeah, is my guess, because originally Missouri was going to be our Bobby.
Mm-hmm. We knew that, yeah.
Yeah, and Bobby, we know, had a relationship with them when they were little. So I think it's safe to assume Missouri did. Because when they met her, they weren't like, who are you? I mean, they didn't act like they didn't know her, right?
Well, they didn't. I mean, when they saw in John's journal that he said, I went to Missouri and found out the truth. Yeah. And then later, Sam's like looking through the phone book for psychics. And he's like, you know, the magnificent Mr. I don't remember.
T.
No, it was like Finkenworth or something weird. And then he says Missouri Moseley. And Dean's like, wait, Missouri, Dad said in the journal.
Yeah. Okay.
So, well, if you think about it, like, Dean was, what, like 4?
When Mary died, yeah.
So he would have been 4 or 5, whatever years old. He would have been really small. He maybe had, like, bits and pieces of memories of Missouri.
Right, maybe.
I can't imagine Sam had any.
So I guess she wasn't really in their lives a whole lot.
Yeah.
But she knew John well enough to make the statement that, you know, he really loved you boys.
Oh,
so
for sure. Yeah.
She knew that about him.
Well, because we know that not only did, like, John go to see her, she came to their house, and, you know, tried to see if Mary's spirit was still there or anything. And then in the actual episode, after the other family moves in, she comes back to the house and she's like, wow, it's been a while.
There's a lot going on in this house.
There's a lot going on in this house. Exactly. So because Murray.
Missouri Moseley Murray. Yep.
Exactly. Because Missouri was a psychic, we are drinking a clairvoyant today, which is a drink and not a person.
Oh,
I realized, as I said, a drink called clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant. Yeah. It is a beverage.
Yes.
Gross. We don't drink people. We don't drink demon blood, and we don't drink people. Okay. So our clairvoyant it's going to be very similar to a martini, I think. Mm-hmm. But we're going to be adding simple syrup because Jenny hates anything bitter.
So, yeah, this is going to be different. I have never had sherry or vermouth, probably.
Neither have I.
I'm pretty sure I've never had sherry. I've maybe had something with vermouth in it. And I had to settle for Amaretto for this recipe.
Sorry.
Because I could not find hazelnut liqueur without buying a giant bottle. And we only need like an ounce total.
Yeah. So this beverage is 1.5 ounces of sherry.
I'm going to start mixing.
Yep. 1.5 ounces of vermouth, a half an ounce of, and it calls for hazelnut liqueur. And like you said, we couldn't find any that would suit our needs. So you're doing Amaretto. Hopefully it won't be too yucky for you.
I really think because it's such a small amount, it will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
And a dash of orange bitters. And then I brought an orange because I feel like if I need to sweeten it up, I'm going to squeeze some orange juice in there. You know what? We do what we want in this podcast.
I'm going to mix all of this up together in our cocktail shaker, give it a stir, and strain it.
And then if you want to mocktail it, we recommend 1.5 ounces of apple juice, 1.5 ounces of white grape juice, or a non-alcoholic aperitif. And then if you can find it, which you probably can, a half an ounce of hazelnut extract.
Yeah, or almond extract too, which I think is easier to find.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I like hazelnuts a lot. Do you like hazelnuts? Like as a nut?
I'm kind of ambivalent to hazelnuts, I guess. Okay. I don't know.
I like Nutella. It's made with hazelnut butter.
Nutella might be my favorite form of a hazelnut.
There you go. It's got a lot of sugar in it, that's for sure.
Right, okay. We need some sherry.
Yeah, 1.5 ounces sherry, 1.5 ounces of vermouth.
Fairbanks. Where did you find the sherry?
I got it at our local drive-thru.
I thought you were going to say, I got it at my daughter's house.
No, but she did pick it up for me. I paid her. And we've talked about Ohio's, alcohol drive-thrus before. So I got it at Gary's drive-thru. And when my daughter was there picking it up, the lady asked, what it was for. And she told him about our podcast. Mm-hmm. And she's a fan of Supernatural. So we're going to drive over there sometime and give her one of our Supernatural cards. She'll give us a listen.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we went and hung out with some friends yesterday.
Yes, we did.
And found out that the server at the restaurant was a fan of Supernatural.
Yes.
We also just started our TikTok. Mm-hmm. So I was looking at our TikTok this morning, and she did start following us, our server. And
we went to the Great Oaks Tavern in Wadsworth. And if anybody, happens to be listening to this is around Ohio, it's a gaming tavern. Mm-hmm. So, of course, it's a tavern. So they have alcohol. They have amazing bar food. Oh, my gosh. It was so good. They have
so many good gluten-free and vegan and vegetarian options, too.
Yeah. Well, they have really good non-vegan and vegetarian options as well.
Okay. As somebody who doesn't eat beef and also is gluten-free, I appreciate lots of options.
I appreciate that for you. I appreciate the fact that they had real food also.
Oh my gosh, the food I eat is real.
No, Dean would say he is a warrior. He needs real food. He doesn't eat rabbit food.
I apparently am not a warrior.
But Ryan was our server, so if you ever go on a Saturday, she has a daytime job Monday through Friday, but on Saturdays she works there. So ask for Ryan. Tell her that Spirits and Supernatural Center.
Absolutely, do that for sure.
She was great. She was fantastic, and we had a lot of fun. We played games, drank a few couple. She made a special cocktail for us, and we're going to use that in a future episode. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we were trying to decide what character that would go for.
I think it's going to be the Mrs. Tran.
You think so?
I think so.
It would be a good one, too. Well, you'll have to listen and find out.
Yeah. And Ryan, if you're listening, thank you for your wonderful service.
Yes. It's fantastic. Okay, so I've got everything and the bitters in here in my shaker. I'm going to stir it up.
What about the simple syrup?
I did not put that in there. Oh, good call.
Yeah. I need it.
How much should we do? I could do
a lot.
How'd you get the measuring?
I don't know. Smell it. Does it smell real strong?
No, it smells good actually.
Let me see. Well, the orange bitters make it smell good too, but they're actually called bitters for a reason.
They actually are bitter.
Yeah.
Let me grab one of these spoons.
We've got a whole lot of stuff going on here today.
A whole lot of shaking going on.
A whole lot of shaking. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that too. So when we meet Missouri, the boys had gone home, and that is the actual name of the episode is Home. They'd gone back to Lawrence, Kansas because
Dean was very reluctant to do that.
Yeah, Sam was having his visions. This is kind of when we really start seeing what Sam's visions are about, right?
I'm going to stir this, and it's going to be loud.
It's okay. You do it. I'll just keep talking. And so Sam in his vision sees a woman at a window yelling for help in their old home. And he's like, we got to go. And so they do. They go. And her name was Jenny. I remember because, I don't know, that's my name. That's why I remember. And she has 2 cutie little kids. And it kind of shows her at the beginning. She is down in her basement, and she finds a whole bunch of pictures of the Winchester family, which I thought was kind of sad that after that night they never went back.
John never went back.
Never went back.
I'm sure it was so hard for him.
Right, but yeah, I understand, but still, he left. I don't know. I'm a big picture taker, and memories and stuff. That's hard for me to imagine
having no photos.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that at all. Okay, so Dawn has this mixed up. It's really pretty amber color.
Yeah, I would call it. It's a very light amber. It's very
okay. Let's take a sip. Cheers to Missouri. That's not bad.
No, it's interesting.
I might add a little bit of orange juice to mine though. Sweeten it up a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, it has a lot of different. I'm not good. I don't have a good palate. Gordon Ramsay would hate me if I was on his show. It definitely has flavors that we have not encountered before. Is that safe to say?
I really thought it was going to be much stronger, given that it doesn't really have any mixer to it.
Yeah.
But sherry is a wine.
Oh,
and
that's
vermouth
true.
is also a fortified wine.
Oh.
So
it's very grapey. That makes sense.
Yeah. The white grape juice as though, yeah.
Yeah. So to me, it tastes grapey.
I can't entirely taste the alcohol in it.
Which is not good.
Because then you can drink too much of it.
Yeah. I don't think I'd drink too much of this, though. I think it's got just enough of the alcohol or bitter taste to it that I probably would not drink a ton of it personally. But I'll give my swig rating when time comes. It's not bad. Do you want any orange with yours?
Sure. I'll take a slice.
Back to Missouri.
So Missouri.
Who's in Kansas.
Yes. She's
Not to be confused.
Not in the state of Missouri at all, right?
Right.
So she is a real psychic, unlike, how somebody else, or how later in other episodes her son even thought she was a fake psychic.
Well,
that's what he told his daughter.
Right. He didn't like it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And that was the other episode that Missouri shows up in.
So she's in the episode Home, and then that's in season 1. And then she doesn't show up again until season 13.
13. Yeah. Well, she was busy, the actress. I don't know the actress's name. I didn't look it up. Did you happen to look it up?
I can find out real fast.
You have the internet.
I do.
I'm pretty sure that she was working on Grey's Anatomy. Pretty sure that she and Jeffrey Dean both were working there at the same time. I don't know if they ever crossed paths on that show because I never watched it, but that's why she did not become the new Bobby, because she had a job at Grey's Anatomy.
Loretta Davies.
Loretta Davies. Aren't you glad it was an easy name to pronounce?
It was. I'm sorry, not Davies. Divine. Loretta Divine.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I have an eye appointment tomorrow.
Okay, good. Because Davies and Divine, I guess, if you're not looking real close.
I definitely mash up words and stuff all the time too. Loretta Divine.
Loretta Divine.
Yes. So she has a very interesting way of acting too. Like the way that she talks, and I think she uses her expressions in her body a lot in her acting too. The way that she'll say something and look at you or look at, the other character or something. I don't know. I think it's good acting, I guess.
She means business.
Yeah.
You're not messing around with her. And so did she unfairly give Dean a hard time?
Okay, I did notice that. I was trying to decide if it was more of a tough love feel or what. So we know that Missouri, being the kind of psychic that she is, can kind of read minds and read intentions.
Yeah.
And so the first thing she does with Dean is calls him out for putting his shoes on the table, and he's like, I didn't even do it. And she says, you were thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe the last time that she saw him, he might have been a very rambunctious 5-year-old.
Well, that's kind of harsh.
I know.
You don't hold a grudge. Do you think Missouri was holding a grudge for 20 years?
I don't think it was a grudge, but I think that she could sense things about the boys.
Right.
And
she knew that Sam
had powers.
Yeah.
I think she could sense that Dean still had that rebellious, cocky attitude that maybe he always had it.
Yeah.
And so
well, telling him not to put his feet on the table, that was funny.
Yes.
But in the end, when their house was torn up, a mess, and she's like, "Oh, Dean will clean it up.
Go get the mop."
Yeah. I didn't think that was very fair to make Dean clean up everything.
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't.
Did she feel a connection with Sam because he had psychic abilities?
Maybe that's what it.
And so she favored Sam.
You're a parent.
Apparently, I am.
Can you recognize that you have to interact with your kids differently based on what they need and their personalities?
Oh, 100%.
And maybe that's what it was for Missouri, especially with her extra senses, that she could tell what kind of interaction that they needed. Which isn't to say that Dean needs tougher treatment, because surely he got very tough treatment from his father.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I don't know, maybe that kind of, because there was no lack of love for both of those boys from her.
Right.
And even in Patience from season 13, when Missouri comes in, they haven't seen each other. And the first thing she's like is, you could have called me, you know?
Yeah.
You haven't called me in
12 years.
Or whatever, exactly.
They actually do reference her.
Yeah, they do reference her some other times.
Yeah.
But, like, the first thing Dean does is give her a big hug.
Yeah.
And when she gives him the job of going to save her family, his response is, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
There's definitely still a bond there.
Oh, for sure.
And a connection.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Dean wasn't holding resentment against her. I don't know. It felt a little one-sided to me. But was Missouri good at her psychic ability job? Because she didn't sense Mary. You know, she didn't
sense Mary in the house.
Yeah.
She only sensed the evil spirits. Yeah.
Well, then, but there was two evil spirits, and she only sent. Honestly, that episode confused me a little bit. So, like, they get to the four corners of the house or whatever, and they throw in these hex bags, and it's supposed to end it, right?
Yeah.
But there's still something there.
Yeah.
Coming after that family,
right?
And then Mary comes as a spirit, ghost, whatever, and stops it. So. Basically, there were 3 entities in that house.
Missouri does explain that because of the evil that came into that house when Sam was 6 months old, and then Mary's terrible death, it kind of becomes It opens the door. It becomes this hub for just like bad spirits, bad things. You know,
gives me the willies.
I know, I got goosebumps too. But the only thing that was maybe keeping stuff from being even worse was Mary's spirit still hanging on there.
Yeah, and I like, she comes and Mary comes and saves the boys. And then at the very end, Missouri walks into her home and she's like just talking to somebody. And did you have any idea it was John?
No, it's like she's talking to herself because she's like, that boy has such strong abilities.
Yeah.
Why couldn't he sense his own father?
Right.
And then it pans over and you see John on the couch. And I remember seeing that the first time and just being like, what the heck?
Yeah. Did it make you mad?
Oh, yeah.
These boys have been traveling California, Montana. I'm all over the place. And he's in freaking Lawrence, Kansas.
Right there. And the fact that he was right there when the boys were there. But he continually thought he was protecting them by not being with them.
Right. And it's true.
Yeah. I mean, they did use the boys as bait, and they used John as bait to get the boys, too.
Right. Yeah.
So he's not entirely wrong in that.
Right.
But Missouri is still equally mad at John. Like, why don't you just go talk to him?
Yeah. They're your sons. They're your boys. Talk to them. Yeah. So anyway, I liked that episode, Home. I thought it was really good. I liked, I think when the boys are still hanging out in the car, and they're like, it should be over. And Sam just was like, no.
Sam's like, no, something's not right here.
Yeah. And the next thing you know, you look up and there's Jenny at the window, like, because she couldn't get out of her bedroom. And they rush in.
There were some things from the end of that episode that I caught. First of all, one of the boys says to Missouri, like, why would she do that? Why would she stay? Like, I think it might have been Sam. And he had to be told, I think it was by Missouri, like, to protect her boys. I think it was Sam who questioned it. So for him not, having that connection to his mom because he was 6 months old, that didn't occur to him.
So she was hanging out in that house for 22 years?
Apparently
Mary
so.
was.
But she was protecting the kids who were in that house, even though they weren't her kids.
That's a lot. Well, the whole fire thing, it's amazing to me that fire was contained in the nursery. That was a big old fire.
Well, so my guess is it wasn't real fire. Like, it was, like the way her spirit was presenting.
No, I mean in the pilot.
In the pilot,
the nursery was on fire. Yeah.
Well, it'd been, 20 whatever years. Somebody could have bought the house and rebuilt it, renovated and whatever.
Well, they didn't rebuild it because it was the same structure. It was the same house. I'm just saying that fire contained in just one room was pretty impressive.
It was supernatural.
Oh. Is that where they got the title from?
The other thing that happened at the end of that episode, Sam was still pinned against the wall by that by the bad spirit, and Mary's spirit came up to him and said, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Like, I've watched this show through I don't know how many times, and it's probably every time I rewatch it, I have this realization over again.
Yeah.
That she was apologizing for everything that she did that caused him to have to go through everything he's gone through.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was heavy. It's like
for sure
2 words, and you're just like, I mean, Sam starts crying, and I'm like, okay, fair. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that he even recognized his mom, because all the pictures were still in the house. You know what I mean? Like, how did he even know what she looked like?
I don't know. Maybe he could sense it, that it was his mom.
So that was Home. Then the next episode was also just one word title, Patience.
Yeah.
And Patience was Missouri's granddaughter.
Yes.
And that was probably the first time, other than the fact that my son married somebody named Patience, that I've ever heard of anybody having the name Patience.
Oh.
It's not a very common name.
It's not. I have one other reference, and it's somebody who was, I'll use the word nefarious.
Okay. And it's not my son's wife.
No, not your son's wife. A character from Firefly.
Oh,
is named
okay.
Patience, yeah.
I might know that.
Yeah.
I did watch that, but it's been a hot minute since I've seen Firefly. Missouri.
We get some of her backstory in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With her son, they are
estranged.
And it's because of her psychic abilities. Either he thought she was a complete fraud, or he just didn't want that around his family.
So he explains that when he was young, his mom the line was, she was always hunting. Ooh. So not only was she kind of, maybe when she got older, just doing like her psychic business, but she was hunting before. She was using her abilities to hunt. And so her son James is like, I was scared all the time.
Yeah.
And so like his mom taught him how to use these, what did he call them? Like lithomagnetic stones or something. Because that's what they use to figure out where Patience is at the end of the episode when she gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
So, like, he learned a little bit of magic from her. Almost grew up in the way the boys did until he was like, no, absolutely not. And he chose to get away from it and completely ignore the fact that he knew monsters and all this stuff was real.
So what was the monster that killed?
In that episode? It was a wraith.
A wraith. So the wraith comes, and Missouri knew.
She knew he was coming, and she knew no matter what she did, she was going to die.
You don't think that she could have had the boys wait there and kill him?
She was more concerned with the boys saving her son and her granddaughter than herself.
Which is respectful, but the guy that killed her is the guy that was going after them. So if the boys had stayed with her and killed that wraith, then it wouldn't have been a moot point.
Yes.
He can't go kill somebody if he's dead. Usually. It's supernatural.
It's supernatural. Yeah. That doesn't mean much. I don't know. I mean, he was a wraith, so he would have gone to purgatory, so...
He was interesting in the fact that he liked to eat psychics.
Brains.
He got a taste for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat any brains?
No, none brains for me. So Patience would have been part of the Wayward Sisters if that had taken off.
At the end of that episode, Jody comes up to her and says, you're always welcome with us. And,
yeah. Because Dean told her, kind of do what your dad said. Just forget about all of this.
About the life.
Yeah. Don't pursue it. And Jody was like, you do what you feel is right. Totally said the opposite of what Dean said.
Yeah.
That was interesting, actually.
Well, I mean, Dean always has this attitude like that this is the only life he's going to have. And we've seen him try to have a normal life.
Right.
That's what he always wants for everybody else is a normal life.
Right.
That's what he tells everybody. Like, that's what he tells Sam. Like, when I'm gone, you go have a normal life.
Yeah.
So, it's probably his, secret desire, even though he feels
he's trying to protect everybody.
Yeah. It's his job to protect the whole world.
The whole world, yeah.
The whole world is on Dean Winchester's shoulders.
At least, and according to Dean, it
yes,
is. Yeah.
I know, yeah.
I thought Patience was a really sweet girl. I liked her. I
thought, the way that they approached
you know what?
her.
I just remembered one of the reasons that Missouri's son was mad at her was because she couldn't stop his wife's death. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, I remember that now. That was why he was upset. Because then it was, did the flashback at the funeral.
Yeah.
When he's like, don't you ever come around here again. So I think he absolutely believed in his mother's abilities. I don't think he thought she was a fraud.
Well, he told Patience she was a fraud.
Well, yeah, because he didn't want her
seeking out her grandma.
Yeah. And he might have seen it. So even though, you know, when it manifested in Patience, it may have started in her earlier. And
she was just like, oh, I just have deja vu sometimes.
Right. And I'm sure her dad was just like, that it's common.
Well, she has the dream where she dreams that Missouri gets killed.
Right.
And she tells her dad about it. And he just looks at her and says, it was just a bad dream. And there's like this poignant, like 4 seconds of them just kind of looking at each other. And she just accepts it. Yeah. Because that's what he's told her whole life.
They've had conversations like this before.
I'm sure, yeah. Because she's like a senior in high school. And her mom would have died when she was really little based on the one flashback at the funeral. Yeah.
I wonder if Missouri's ever done any... I'm sorry.
Loretta
has ever done conventions.
Oh.
I've never seen that she was at any.
I would think if she did conventions, she would probably do as like her ER character because that was the big thing she was on.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yep, Grey's.
It's okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
It's one of those medical dramas.
I can't. Oh, there's a big difference, but we won't get into that. So, yeah, but does Grey's Anatomy? I can't. Does it do convention? Do people there?
Well, it's just like, you know, like the Fan Expo or a Comic-Con, like, you know, just whoever.
They probably wouldn't have one just dedicated to Grey's.
Oh, I bet they could. Grey's fans are avid.
Well, probably, but I'm saying they don't have one just dedicated to them. I'm sure that their fans they're probably just as crazy as any fan of anything.
Of anything. Of Supernatural.
Yeah.
She was on 22 episodes of Grey's.
Oh, so just one season, basically.
Well, it says 2005 to 2013. Is that how long the show ran?
No, this show's still on.
Okay. Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
This is how much I know about Grey's.
I think they're in there like.
If you are a Grey's fan,
episode,
I am sorry. I don't know I don't know anything about it. So she was on seasons 2 through 9 of Grey's.
Oh.
But not like every episode.
Just a recurring.
Yeah, just like a recurring character in different points. As Adele Weber.
Okay.
Which still doesn't have Davies in the name.
Still means nothing to me.
No.
Or does it? No. Divine, not Davies.
I know. I said it still doesn't have Davies in the name.
Oh.
Divine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Missouri, I would have liked to see more of her. And I understand that the reason that we got Bobby the way that we did is because we didn't have Missouri.
And we needed Bobby.
But we definitely needed Bobby. We love Bobby.
But it would have been cool. Missouri could have popped up here and there every once in a while and helped the boys. Those boys needed all the assets they could get.
Absolutely. And to have, well, they did end up having Pamela as a psychic on their side, and she ended up dying
that
too.
That ended real good for her.
Right? She lost her eyes, and then she lost her life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor everybody.
We're going to have to find a cocktail, the blind man's cocktail or something for her.
For Pamela?
Yeah. See no evil or something.
Yeah. Well, she could still see, just not with her eyes.
Oh, third eye. Third eye blind.
She wasn't blind in her third eye, though.
Well, that was, a name of a
band.
Yeah.
I know.
I know things.
You know things.
I know very few things. All right. Missouri, I liked her.
I did too. She
was fun. I thought, the interactions with Dean were funny.
Yeah.
Especially the, boy, don't you put your feet on my table. Yeah. She had so you talked about, she was very soft-spoken, though, too. She didn't really have to raise her voice.
No.
But she talked with authority.
Very yes.
Yeah, very yes. And you took her seriously.
I think she's one of those people that, the boys definitely needed.
Yeah, but they didn't really
get to have too much. Yeah.
No. They didn't get a lot of anybody, a whole lot. And if they got attached, they weren't around very long.
Yeah.
Poor Dean and Sam. It's just sad. All right, we ready to rate the Clairvoyant drink that we made?
Absolutely. I'm going to find a place to write this down. So this drink, Clairvoyant, which is not in any part made from a person.
I don't know why you think we have to keep putting that in there, but I want people to listen to this episode, this podcast as a whole, think that we're making any cocktails out of people. They are listening to the wrong.
This is the disclaimer.
Show.
There's no cannibalism on this podcast.
No. That's so disturbing.
We watched this show, so I thought maybe we should just clarify.
Yeah. No humans, psychic or otherwise, were injured in the making of this beverage. Unless you cut yourself.
So, Jenny, how much do you think this drink matched Missouri?
Well, I think it matched Missouri perfectly because it's called the Clairvoyant, and she was. So I give it a full swig on matching the character.
I would agree. I was actually just looking up the definition of clairvoyant because I was like, is this just another one of those like psychic ability words and it doesn't actually apply to her? But it does. It's like a synonym for precognition, which she had visions. She could see stuff was going to happen. So clairvoyant makes sense.
That's why I picked this song. That's why I picked this song, beverage. Let's sing about it. Third Eye Blind. Maybe they made a song about a clairvoyant.
Maybe they did.
I don't know. Oh, my Lanta. Okay.
The ease of making was very easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Full swig.
Easy peasy.
And
orange squeezy.
I even squeezed some orange in mine, and that helped. I think that the mocktail is simple enough. I don't know if it'd be very tasty or not, but it's simple enough.
I think the mocktail would probably be sweeter than this because juices, but I think the taste would be very similar. Mm-hmm. I mean, apple juice is kind of a base for a lot of juice blends anyway, but I think the taste of it would just
I'm just not a big fan of apple juice, I guess. But I think mocktailing it would be simple enough, so I give it a full swig on that.
Yeah, I would agree.
My tongue feels kind of numb. What do you think that is, the vermouth or the sherry? It's not swelling. I'm not having a reaction.
To sulfites?
I don't know. I feel like a tingly sensation on my tongue.
That happens to me when I get a little tipsy sometimes.
I've had 3 drinks. I'm not tipsy.
You've had 3 sips of it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 sips. Not 3 drinks. 3 drinks. No. So on taste, I'm going to give it. You give it. What are you giving it?
I'm going to give it a full. I like wine, though.
Yeah.
So for me, like...
It could be the grapes. Maybe that's what's tingling my tongue.
It might be, yeah. I'm going to give it a full swig on the taste. I like it. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of a bitterness, which might be from the bitters, or like the fortified wine, the vermouth might have that. But it gives it some different flavors and maybe balances out the sweetness of the rest of it.
Could be. I'm probably only going to give it a half a swig. I think it's just because I really just don't care for wine. Mm-hmm. The only time I liked it is when we made those sangrias. But that had brown sugar
and brandy.
And that was really good.
Too, no?
So I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I probably would not make another one. And now I have a whole bottle of sherry.
I would drink this again.
Okay.
For sure.
I'll sell you my bottle of
I'm
sherry.
going to burp a couple times apparently. But that's pretty good. This is getting a 7.5 out of 8 total. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
On this. I think sometimes we're more lenient. I think when we started the swig system, we were more...
Well, we started off with some really good stuff. Mm-hmm. The Purple Nurple, which we didn't even rate.
Yeah. You rated that on our reflection episode. Though.
Yeah. We've had some really good drinks.
We have.
This is not anywhere near as bad as what the Vesper was.
See, I was worried that this would be like the Vesper because it didn't have any mixers, but it didn't occur to me that these are types of wine, and then the syrup sweetens it up a bit too.
Yeah.
And actually, I just put my whole slice of orange in there, which I think infused some of the orange flavors. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have these lovely coasters that Jenny got that have our logo and everything on them, but they have like a glossy top, and whenever your drink starts to condensate.
That's a word.
That's the word of the day. Then it sticks to the coaster. So the number, I think, I can't even count how many times one of us or somebody has picked up their drink and the coaster just straight drops onto the floor or onto the table.
We talked about this before. We just need to rough it up. Get some sandpaper and rough it up a little bit so it's not so slick. All right.
All right, Missouri Moseley.
Thank you, Missouri.
Yes.
Who lived in Kansas.
She did.
She did. Well, I don't know if she always lived in Kansas. She lived in Kansas for home. And
she lived in Kansas for at least 20-some years between when the boys were little to...
Yeah.
Whenever.
She maybe always lived in Kansas.
Maybe.
But her son didn't.
He lived in, I think she said Amaretto, which is in Georgia. So he moved away.
Away. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. So, Dawn, we have always said, look us up on social media. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Threads, and now, drum roll please, we have TikTok.
So if you're looking us up on TikTok, our handle is not the same as on our other social medias. It's Spirits and A&D SPN Pod. That's
Spirits and spelled out SPN, short for supernatural. Pod, short for podcast.
Right. You can also just look Spirits and Supernatural Podcast. Just look for our logo. You'll find us.
On the TikToks.
On the TikToks now. We'll see.
Yeah.
You can see our very first video.
Oh, dear. I am a classy broad, okay? I just am. And when you make a cocktail with champagne and you make it in a glass bowl and you can't really pour that into a champagne flute. So what do you do when there's leftovers? You drink it out of the bowl. That's what you do.
There's now video evidence.
No, forever.
On the internet, forever and ever.
Oh, yay. For my grandchildren to find someday.
I can't wait.
I had clothes on at least, I was not gone wild. So, All right. Thanks for joining us. And next week we will talk about Ellen.
Yeah.